そんなあなたはボタン We should be live. Actually, we should be live. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening. I don't know if it's evening for you or morning, but anyways, good morning, good evening, everyone. And welcome to the live number 10. I believe 10. Live stream number 10. Yeah. I'm bad at counting, but I believe it is the live number 10, and we are going to continue in our journey creating these semi-realistic assets for our projects. And it's going to be amazing today. Good morning, Saiti. I hope I pronounced that right. But welcome, good morning, and yeah, we are going to enjoy this live today. Like, do you know, the way I'm talking? I just got that way from a streamer called Cartesian Caramel, who talks like this, like he's having that vibe. But anyways, welcome everybody. Today we are going to use displacement to create a geometry because I have a pattern in mind. Let me just drag it into the scene so you can see it. So I have in mind this one and that one. So these two images, let me just Alt-G to reset their location. Alt-G. And also reset their rotation. So 0 for the rotation. Where is the other one? Yeah, there is the other one. Let's do 0. Okay. And we are going to focus on them. So slash to isolate them and just move it to a side. Haha, yeah, it's right. Yeah. All the best, buddy. Welcome, welcome, Zinix. Welcome. So, as I said, today we are going to turn these two images into an actual geometry because these patterns are really important to make these assets. Okay, let me just drag and drop the image for you guys. So, where is it? Yeah, this is it. I want to create these assets as you can see here in the live stream. I'm already starting and I want to make this idea come to life and create all of these. And as you can see, there is some interesting patterns. As you can see, we're not going to copy that 100%, but we are going to try our best. Probably this is too hard to me, but I'm going to try to do that. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this bridge is amazing. We might try building some of these in today's live stream. Yeah. So shall we start? Yeah, shall we? Anyways, so let's have an idea. If I tried my add-on, there is an add-on. I create logo tracer. This add-on allow me. Okay, first let's have these into their collection, and let's reset its rotation. Give me a second. Rotation sets to 0, and then let's move this aside. And I'm going to select all of them M, and let's move them to a new collection. Actually, I'm going to call it patterns. This whole scene is getting messy. As you can see, too many collections, too many objects in the way, but we are going to get there. So let's try. Let's go to my add-on. This is an experimental add-on. It's not working fully, but we will try. This is an object. What is it called? It's an empty image. It shouldn't be an empty image actually. PNG wing. Let's see what is it called? PNG wing. Yeah, 1 or 2. So let's select PNG wing 1, and let's try trace image. It's not traced. Is it traced? Maybe. Let's go to that. Or I'm going to use displacement. I have no idea. Oh, not contour. Sorry, that was a mistake. Filled mesh. And nothing's... Yeah. Yep. Let's try again. No fillable area detected. I guess because this is too complicated for the add-on to work. Yeah, probably this is the reason. Let's do resolution up to 1. Give me a second. Resolution up to 1. No. The same problem. Let's try with the other one. Let's go to PNG wing number 2. Try this one. This one might work. It's laggy, getting laggy. It tried it best. You can see some points are generated right now. You can see some points. Yeah, tried. Let's delete that. I'm going to use displacement, so let's try that with displacement map. Let's create a plane, scale it up, just to match the size of that thing. And I'm going to shift. Oh yeah, this is correct. So apply all the transforms, and let's go to edit mode, and let's add a bunch of subdivisions. Let's try at first like 50. Let's go to the top view and see. Maybe 50 is not enough. Let's do 150. Let's do 200. Let's subdivide again. Yeah, something like that. So this is double the vertices. It might get laggy, but let's see. Let's try while we are here. So to do a subdivision or a displacement, we are just going to select the plane and add new modifier, and let's search for displace, and let's add the displace. And for that displace to work, I'm just going to add new texture, and let's go to its properties. I believe that you can see everything. Yeah, we can see. And image or movie, and I'm going to select PNG wing, and I believe it is this one. Yeah, now it is working. It is working. And I'm not going to use let's go to the mapping. I don't want it to be repeat. Let's add clip. As you can see, it's working. And for the crop, oh, we can flip the axes actually. That's really cool. I just want it to be bigger. Let's do... Sorry. Oh. This is crazy. To get this to be a bit right is hard. Is there any other way? I don't know. But look at that. Look at that, it's working. Yeah, it's working. What I'm going to do, let's go to sampling. What is that? Colors, I don't know what to do with the colors. Alpha. Oh. Let's go to top view and see that better. So alpha, without an alpha, it will work. Because the displace modifier is based on a black and white image. So it's going from 0 to 1. And it doesn't care about how your image is looking. So to explain for you, let's add a new plane, scale it up, and let's move it aside. Let's open up the shader editor so you can see that better. Let's go to the material preview. Let's add new material. Let's call it test. And let's drag our image, which is basically this one. As you can see, this is our image. So basically this is colored image and it has alpha. As you can see, it has its own alpha. But because I'm not connecting that alpha to any source or any material or to any node that calculate the alpha, so it's not showing as a transparent image. But if I use a converter like color map, yeah, it's color map actually. As you can see, it's turning that image into a black and white data, and this is what's going to be used for the displays to work. Yeah, so basically that's it. This is the idea behind how the displays works. So let's delete that. Okay, now let's go back to the modifier tab and medieval. What is that medieval doing? I don't know. Strength is basically the strength. But as you can see, straight out of the bat, it's working. Let's shade it smooth. And as you can see, that's amazing. That's amazing. And to like unfill it or remove this unnecessary places to make it like hollow or to cut down these places that I don't want, I can just go to maybe at the front view, as you can see, and I can remove or delete these vertices. And I'm going to be left with, okay, let's shift D that and show you what I mean. So let's increase that strength a little bit. So this is a bit hard. So let's apply this place, go to the front view, and let's jump into the edit mode. With the vertex selection mode is enabled, I can select let's select these vertices and deselect some like this, X, and delete vertices. And still, wait, I might be not in. Okay, like this, I believe. Yeah, something like that. But I deleted too much. Let's go back in time. And let's select just these vertices. And the ones that I don't need, let's do X delete faces and see. No, X delete faces, not edges. Oh yeah, it's working. As you can see, this is what I want. This is basically the technique to extract pattern. And that's better than, or I can just leave it as is like this, and it's already looking great. We can add a subdivision surface before this pattern happened or after. As you can see, it's so smooth. But to make it detailed, I can do simple and move it before the displace. And as you can see, it's more beautiful if I crank up this level again. As you can see, that's amazing. But the amount of geometry right there is huge. But as you can see, the pattern looks better than this one. So yeah, as you can see, this is the way, or the best way actually, to extract a pattern from an image. Nice work, Kenda. Welcome, man. It's nice to see you. So anyways, this is the first pattern extracted. Let's shift D that. Shift D and move it aside. This is might be intensive on your CPU. As you can see, we have how many vertices? It's half a million, over half a million faces or vertices, and that's too much, I know. But this is just to show you how to extract that. But I'm going to reduce the amount of the subd or turn it off. And as you can see, we have 44,000 vertices. And that looks amazing. From far away, it looks amazing. But if you want high definition details, as you can see, that looks absolutely crazy. So let's turn it off for now because my CPU might get cooked. So let's turn that off again. And let's go to the texture properties. And I'm going to remove this texture. Don't affect that thing. Okay, let's hide this window for now. And let's add a new texture, movie or something, and let's choose. Okay, we need to open, and let's open. I believe that you don't see, guys, what I'm seeing. So let's make it good for you. I'm going to choose, let me choose this one, and let's open it. The same thing happened, which is the mapping isn't correct. I don't know if I can fix that with any other parameter, but so alpha without alpha, it's better without alpha because we want it just to be black and white image, not repeat, sets to clip. Oh, clip cube, what is that? Oh, that's not better. Clip, and we need to make it big. What is that size? Sampling size, that's sampling size. I don't care about it. If I scale that plane, that doesn't affect it, so we need to scale it up from here. And you need just to play with these individually. And you need a bit to be precise, and that's hard. And just a tiny bit. I know it's not centered, but it's working. It's working good. Let's make sure all the values are the same. Oh, yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Even though this shape is really, as you can see, this pattern is a bit complicated. This pattern is a bit complicated than this one. This one is a bit pixelated. This one has more pixels, so it might appear amazingly. So let's go to the modifiers tab and let's increase the subd count. Let's hope for the best. It's working. And oh, let's turn that off for now. Turn it on for here. Oh, that looks good. Good, yeah. Good. Oh, what are you saying? Anyways, that looks good. Absolutely amazing. I just want this to not be that extreme. Oh, you can invert the mask. You can invert it. That looks better. That looks absolutely better. That looks amazing. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm going to extract it like this one, just for the sake. Let's shift D that. Move it aside. And I want it to be in the positive side. So let's remove the negative. And it is positive. Let's make it more. Let's add 1. Exaggerate a little bit. Right click and shade smooth. Let's apply. Okay, let's remove this subd. Oh, if you remove the subd, it looks trashy a little bit because it has. Let's decrease the amount of subdivision. Okay, that looks good. That looks better. Okay. Let's do, let's apply that. Let's apply that. And let's go to edit mode, go to the front view, and make sure you are in Shift Z so you can see through. So make sure these two things are enabled, which is the wireframe view or the X-ray view, one of them. And let's select these bottom vertices. And by the way, guys, did you see GTA 6 trailer? And I was really happy about it to be released this year, but we will not have the honor to see it. But anyways, we did our best. We waited. Okay, that looks good as a selection, and X delete faces. Yep, that looks good. That looks absolutely good. We can add a smooth modifier to that. So let's add a smooth modifier just to smooth it out. Do we have any commentos? No commentos. Very good. Let's see. The smooth, it's good. Yeah. So this is, let's move these two. Actually, let's link its modifier. Control L and copy modifiers. That means this one also will receive its smooth modifier. Even though I could have done, yeah, it looks good. Even though this one looks amazing. So inside that collection, okay, inside the patterns, let's select these two, M, go to the patterns, yeah, and add new. Okay, let's add first new, extracted patterns. Okay, like this. And let's move that new collection inside that collection, hide it. And let's select that GX and move it aside. And let's move them to a new collection, call it flat extracted patterns. Yep, like this. And just move it inside that collection. And we can give them a separate color. Let's add this cyan. I hope it's cyan. Can we see? We can see. We can't make this one bigger. Anyways, let's give it this color. And let's give this collection this color. That looks good. Now we have extracted these, and they're looking insanely amazing. Let's move these aside like this. That's perfect. Let's go back to this image and see what could we make. What is the easiest thing to model in a half an hour? What is, you can choose with me, guys, if you want. Let me just center this one. Let's make it like this. You can choose with me which one of these that could be easy to make. I know the one thing that we have is the roofing. So we have almost the roof. I have that roof. This exact one, I have it. We modeled that. I just need to make this one and this one. This one is a bit hard. I might skip it. These things are so hard. Like really, really hard to make. So what do you think? The door, I think, window. Which one? Where is the window? This one? This big one. This is a door. It's not a window, actually. If you mean this one or this one, this is the left one and this is the right one. So you can choose which one of these. Left or right. You can choose. We already have the roofing that will make it a bit easier. Yeah, we have the roofing. We might. Yeah. If I start with this one is easy because this one is filled. As you can see, it's filled with that one. So this one is a bit hard to make. Yeah. As you can see, it's the same pattern. That means it's the same wall. Just remove these things and add that wall right down. It's the same as this one. Both are the same. But it has like an archway, what they call it. We don't have a reference for it, but it might be. Besides the pillars. Oh, our view. What are you doing? Oh, you mean this one? Oh, it's similar to be a window, actually. But that pattern, I don't have it. This is the real pain here. We don't have that pattern. Let me check. Let me check if I have that pattern. Let's see. In my patterns, do we have something similar to that? We don't, I believe. Let's go back. No, we don't have it. We might, oh, let's see. Let's see. We don't have it. Oh, this one. Oh, wait. We have that one that might fit in this one. Look. It's a bit the same. Let's remove that one. As you can see. Yeah. It's a bit similar. But let's try this one and then think of that pattern. This one is a bit hard. I need to do some research about that pattern. It's a bit hard. So let's start by, we are just in the modeling phase. We can't decide right now. But this one could be easier. Or one of these. Let's start with that thing. Okay. Okay, let's have this one aside and let's create new collection. So right click, new collection, let's call it a big door. And this is a big door. And let's open up our image editor. Yep, like this. And let's load new reference. Let's load new reference. And this is going to be, where is it? And now I can't find it. Where is it? This one. And let's drag it into here. And this is going to be our new reference image. Pretty good. Let's make this one full screen. And let's delete that one. We don't need it. Press slash. So to go out of this isolation mode, and let's create a cube. And let's press slash again to focus on it. Shift C to return back the 3D cursor right now. Shift S, selection to the cursor. And we are going to start with this small one. As you can see, it's too easy. We need just the scaling. We need to determine the scaling, but I'm going to leave that till the end. I don't care about it. So let's go to edit mode, A to select everything, and move that up like this. And it is narrow like this, and it might be like that. So let's add a loop cut like this. We are going to make that thing. Yeah, that looks good. Yep. Or wait, let's select that GZ and move it down like this. Control R and add a loop cut, Control B and bevel that loop cut. It will give us the same height right here and the same one right there. So let's select that and that, go to the face selection mode, and we are going to extrude these faces out. So let's do Alt and E, extrude faces along normals. So basically this is a good start for that. And there is like a small inset. So there is an extrusion right there. So E to extrude, it's a small extrusion and an inset. And then an extrusion upward like so. And then what I'm going to do, X delete faces, and let's select these vertices, Shift S and cursor selected. And I'm going to duplicate that pattern because as you can see, it's symmetrical. If you just, let me draw please, annotation. As you can see, if you cut this in half, let's make this one, okay. If you cut this one in half, as you can see, this pattern is similar-ish to this pattern, unless you have like a triangle right there. So let's just duplicate it. So A to select everything, and let's make sure the pivot point sits to the 3D cursor, and Shift D as the -1. I believe there is a shortcut for the symmetry, but I don't know what is it. There is symmetry right here, but is that thing working? I forgot how to use it. So A, M, merge by distance, and let's dissolve this edge. And as you can see, our normals are flipped. That means A select everything, Shift and to recalculate the normals. And that's good. We might need it to be a bit thick. So select this side, GY, sorry, and move it like this. Select that, GY, move it like this. And as you can see, that looks good. Just for a start, that looks amazing. What do you think? Is that good or not? We might just go here. Hello, Agent 6039. Which Blender theme are you using? I'm using the Midnight Blue theme from the Blender's extension. So let's search for it. Midnight Blue. Yeah. Blue theme. Blender. As you can see, this is it. I'm just going to copy that path, go, Control V, and this is it for you. Let's go back to Blender. Now, we need to analyze this better. There is a triangle, and it is extruded like this, and it's inserted. It's hard to draw. Okay, what I see is triangle looking like this, and it has an extrusion like that, and it is inserted like this and extruded, and it's going like this, as you can see. And we have the roofing that goes like boom, boom, boom. Yeah, you can see it, I hope. And there is a similar pillar that they're both the same, and the big one also the same, unless it has like this thing. So basically, oh sorry, oh we have a comment toss. Thanks, you're welcome. Gonna use a normal map for the intricate design on the gate. We could use normal map for that, yeah, or we can just use it as a like a texture, a base color. Okay, it doesn't matter. As a normal map, it's not going to do anything. Maybe just these big patterns will be a normal map, maybe. Yeah, I'm just looking for a reference closer to that. As you can see, I don't have a good resolution image to get that patterns or extract them, you know. I'm just going to use my own patterns that they might look cool. I'm going to search Chinese old temple patterns like this. I hope I can get something. If you know, guys, how to find these patterns, just tell me in the comments. Anyways, let's continue. Now, actually, I need another one. Okay, let's go top view, Shift D, and move this like that. How many units? Don't ask me, I don't know. I'm just playing right now to see. And there is a cube, basically a cube. So let's select this vertex, and this one, this one, this one. Shift S, curve selected. And let's add a plane. Could be a cube, but let's add a plane. Scale it to desired size, like let's go with this size and with that size. We can scale it down more. Like so. That looks good. Go to edit mode and extrude it. Like that. And there is that triangle. How do we make a triangle? Good question. I don't know. Let's E to extrude that. Select that face, P, separate by selection, and let's make a triangle. Triangle basically is selecting two vertices and merging them at the center. Like this. And just make the triangle a bit like this. Yeah. It's something that looks like this. And basically, if I go and select that and move it like so, let's go to the right view so we can determine like this. We can actually select these two vertices and Shift D, scale it along the y-axis a bit, and E to extrude it on the z-axis down. Maybe let it go through. And that might make it better. Let's scale them a bit along the y-axis and move this vertex down like that. Let's recalculate the normals because that might be wrong. Anyways, and this one has an inset in it, the triangle. Let's select the triangle. Okay, we need to separate these A, B, separate by loose parts, and select the triangle, select that face, and I to insert that face. As you can see, something like that. And it is extruded, so let's do extrude manifold like this. And this one, I'm going to fix that issue. It is clipping, as you can see, and I don't like this clipping. So let's select that. Let me just be in full screen. Let's select these two vertices, and I'm going to just zoom in slightly and move this up. Make it just go through a little bit, not too much, because you know, if this shape isn't like clipping through a little bit, the lighting will be messed up. You will see a light leak. Yeah, light leak is a problem in Eevee because these assets meant for real time, so they are going to be in Eevee. You can generate patterns from Chat GPT, I guess. Yeah, Chat GPT actually helps me with that. I use Chat GPT. I trained it a little bit, and it's helping me a lot. Yeah, I'm going to use it to generate these patterns for me. I believe I'm just going to say, hey, ChatGPT, do you know these patterns? Generate something similar to that. I believe they are just Chinese patterns, so help me. Yeah. That thing is extruded, so let's do. let's do an extrusion. Basically, let's do something that might look good. So Shift D, SX minus 1 to move it to the other side, and we are just going to fill it. And basically, that's it. So select these two, select that and that, press F to fill, and let's select this and this, and F to fill, and that with that. Sorry, not you, and F to fill. And we are going to do the same thing. And you can just right click, edge, and bridge edge loops. And where is it? Yeah, this is it, bridge edge loops. That's it. So this is basically how this thing is done. Yeah, we might just a little bit select them both, select everything, and S, X, and scale it a little bit like this. So we have just a tiny bit of that. Yeah, that looks good. Now I'm going to move or duplicate it to the other side. So let's do that while we are here. So let's go to the front view, select everything, and let's do Alt D and move it to that side. And let's hope this thing, we need to count actually. So Alt D, X, so 1. So how many things we need to count? That's amazing. 3x. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, like this. Pretty good. Basically, I'm just going to copy that pillar and move it right there and add new patterns. I'm just going to add this big thing. And also there is an archway that goes, it's a big arch or arc or what they call it. You can see here better. This one is a big gate. Yeah. This one is a small arch. So let's do that. Let's copy these. How it's connected? How they are connected? Yeah, good question. How these two are connected? Maybe there is like a small wall. Maybe let's figure that out. First, let's Shift D and move by this amount. Do the same thing right here. Shift D, X by this amount. Yep. And probably they are big. They are slightly big. If I scale it, okay, let's scale it on the medium point. Yep, let's scale on the medium point. So scale like this. Select that, Shift R to repeat the same action so we have the same scaling, basically. So it's a bit bigger and a bit, it's outward a bit. And basically that's it. I'm just going to copy that and scale it the same size. So I should have done this before. Forgot. So let's select all of these, Shift R, and just move it aside. And let's select that and duplicate it and move it right there. Yeah. So select them, make sure, Shift D, X, and when you forgot to do something, you forgot. Yep. I hope that's correct. Maybe it needs a bit more. movement to that side. Yeah, that's correct. Select these, go top view, and move it like so. Yeah. Doesn't need to be perfect, you know. We're not here for perfection. Yeah, that looks good. And a good way to use the snapping tools in this version of Blender. Yeah, we have no commentos. Anyways, to use the new snapping, you can press G, B, select that, and move it to the base. That's it. This is a good way, good trick. Instead of eyeballing, you can just do that. And now what I'm going to do, oh hell nah. Anyways, I was about to get mad. I thought it's LD, but no. Now let's select everything in S, X, and like this. So basically, this is the basic shape. We need just this thing and archway. This thing may be up a little bit because it's getting out of the way. Maybe like this. We can select that face, Shift D, and move it down. And P, separate by selection. I thought there is something wrong with that. Anyways, Shift D, Control I, invert the selection, and let's deselect all of these and delete that. Let's make sure right now. Very good. Fix that issue. Anyways, select that. Probably recalculate the normals. Shift N, recalculate. Very good. Just it's a good way to check if the normals are good. As you can see, this one is not good. So Shift N and Shift N. This one also. Shift N. And these ones are not calculated the way I want it. So Tab A, Shift N, recalculated, perfect. This one is just like a small, like a paper, so it has just one side. It has no volume in it. You use any plugins? I don't use any plugins. I use just the things, necessary things. So what I use, Node Wrangler. I use this one, so helpful. If you are a beginner, use this one. It will save you ton of times. Ton, I believe. Yeah. And I use loop tools. Loop tools, where is it? Yeah, these things. And there is extra meshes, extra mesh objects, and curves. Enable these two. And also I use bool tools. There is bool tool something, 2F2 something, F2, yeah, F2 mesh F2. Use this one. This one help you use the bool tools. I'm going to show you what I mean. Like if you are in edit mode and go to the edge selection mode, you can see these offset edges, and there is another ones. Where is that? I use this pie menu. Oh, I use this plugin. This is an add-on. This is quick menu, called quick menu. It's so helpful. Look at that. Right now I want to subdivide. I just go here and subdivide. I want to go to the face things, poke faces, grid fill. I can use it. I can switch to object mode. I can go to face selection mode, edge, without clicking right there or clicking on my keyboard. Nothing. If I want to change like the pivot point, I hold Control and right click, As you can see, I can just go to the pivot point. As you can see, that's good. Or I can change the proportional editing, like smooth something. And I have the snapping tools if I want to enable that. And I have the orientations. So global, local, normal, cursor, without me just going to these top menus and search for something. And I believe there is other shortcuts that I don't know. So yeah, all I know is right click and yeah, left click, no. Is there is any other shortcuts? I believe I don't know. So this is the plugins I use and my add-ons that I made for specific things. Like I have logo tracer. It's good. I used it in a separate video, I believe, or live stream, and it worked really good to extract an image. But for the images that I have or the patterns, it didn't work because it's complex shape. And screencast keys, I forgot to enable that, but now you have screencast keys. I believe it's working right now. Yeah, it's working. It's just in a weird place. Let me just fix it. Yeah, like this. And what I have, Rococo, I use that. Okay, a company reached out to me about their AI website or something, but I believe they were like scammers, I believe. Yeah, not scam, but something. Yeah, I was about to work with them, but yeah. So yeah, let's ignore that. Object Replacer, this is an add-on. This is a cool add-on. This is a cool add-on I made. Okay, it's on my Gumroad store. If you don't know, guys, I have a Gumroad store. Mix Design, Zero Gumroad, this thing. I post some add-ons, cool add-ons. This is it, called Flexi Array Pro. I have its experimental building or experimental build, I believe. Yeah, this is just the beta version, experimental. It's not the final product, but in here in Gumroad, this is the final product. And I have this Ghibli rock material. It's a good material. It's a good material. If you go to Twitter and search for Professor Goo, he used the same technique as I did for the rock. So yeah, yeah, we are just NPR artists anyway. This is a geoscatter modifier in geometry node. This is amazing. This is the best tool to randomize an object. You want to create an object in space, like a product animation for something, you can do that easily. You can do that easily with just this node group. And there is this LOD texture switcher. This is used for a big scenes. When you have like a big scene and you don't need to use like 4K image or texture for a small object. What's the use case for that? So you can use this object switcher or a texture switcher. So if the camera goes away from that object, it will reduce the texture to 1K or half a K or to 256, something like that. And this one is a new product. This is to follow my new tutorial that will drop Thursday, I believe. Yeah, Thursday. A new tutorial, 3 hours long tutorial with its assets. So you download this one. These are textures to follow this tutorial. So that's what I wrote right down. These assets can be used to follow this tutorial, and I'm going to put the link. If anyone just discovering my Gumroad will click on that link and go to follow the tutorial, and these are free assets to use. Yeah, and there is many products that you can choose from, like my anime trees. I use them a lot. These are super cool. Water shader, super interactive water shader. This bedroom is amazing. You can follow that tutorial that I made specifically for that bedroom. You'll be inspired a lot. This anime metal material, this is the good material. You can create from it metal, you can create from it basically anything. This is the best cell shader material. City generator for like a background city, like used in anime. They use like the same technique I used here. Spiral stairs, you know, this is for a tutorial. This is a bundle where you have everything for a cheap $4 for paid course. Ebook that shows you everything. If you, especially if you are just a beginner starting in Blender, this ebook will guide you through everything explained for you, everything, because these days no one explains what this button do, what this button do. No one explained that, but this ebook explains. So we have a Japanese version and an English version. So if you are Japanese, ohayo gozaimasu. This is it. And we have this high quality building that I made over the years, and they are the best product I made, truly, for buildings. And also comes my stylized building generator. This is a geometry nodes based building generator. You can create this type of building and these type of buildings. And it is customizable, as you can see. It's amazing. When I was learning about geometry nodes, and I thought, why not to make something complex? And it is truly complex to make something like this one. And this is for tutorial, these for tutorials. These are the best signs in the world that you can find. I use them a lot in my projects. Yeah, and finally, yeah, we're done. That's it, yeah. And fence. I forgot about my fence generator. These are my stuff. Yeah. And a gift for you. Yeah, you forgot. I have a gift for you guys. If you go to my Patreon, go to the memberships. In 13 May 13, there is a discount will appear right here that will save you 50%. So if you want to join the $5 monthly membership, you will get it for $2 or less than that, I believe. Maybe $1. Yeah. I can't go over 50%. I thought, why not to do it for 0%, but Gamma or Patreon didn't allow me to do that. But anyways, you will get a discount. 13 May 13, something like that. So anyways, let's get back. Let's get back to Blender and let's continue. Anyways, let's model that. How I'm going to achieve that? I'm going to inset like a square, inset something right there. I have a good idea about that. Yep. Let's press G, B, select that, and snap it to that, like this. And that looks good. It is in center. Now let's extrude that. And you can press G and then B, that to that. We can do an edge to an edge. I believe we can do an edge to an edge. So GB, edge to that edge. Select everything. I believe first, before doing an edge to an edge, GB and Z, locate the Z axis and do that. That's good. Select everything, Shift and to recalculate the normals, and let's turn up the normal view because it's weird. Yeah, that's good. And let's have my cavity extremely appearing like this. Yeah, pretty good. Let's go back right here. As you can see, this one is separated to parts. So let's go and add a loop cut with Control R. Go to the front view, Control B to bevel that. And let's see. Let's make it like this. Control R again, Control B, and something like this. And what I want is actually Okay, let's select this face and this face and the other ones behind. And what I want is to insert these, insert them like this. You see there is a problem. There is a problem. We need to apply all the transforms and then insert. That's correct. We need to insert like this. Alt A, extrude faces along normals. Again, Alt A, extrude faces along normals and extrude it down. I'm going to select this and that. There is no editing, so I can't cut this boring thing. Anyways, let's select that. You can hold Alt and Shift in the same time and select how many faces you want. And I'm going to just extrude it a tiny bit. Alt E, and let's do extrude faces along normals. What I hate about extrude faces along normals is create duplicated vertices sometimes, and that will add to your geometry. I'm going to select that and select that, probably in the other side. Yep, like this. I to inset, and you can do an Alt E, extrude faces along normals, like that. This one also, I to inset, and let's do a G. Oh, forgot. Do the other side. Yep. I to inset, and you can do Alt S. And you can limit it to a certain axis, I believe. Yeah, like this. Yep. We created a little pattern. Here we have nothing. That looks good. I'm just going to leave it as is. As you can see right now, all of these are sharp angles. They are all 90 degrees angles. We need to give them a bevel, so let's add a small bevel. So let's add new modifier, bevel. As you can see, that makes it cool. So let's turn this amount really small and 2 segments. As you can see, we have a pinch right here that I don't like. So let's go to geometry, miter outer, arc. As you can see, this is a good transition, and that's a good bevel. So right click and shade smooth. But as you can see, we have shading issue. Not something to worry about, but let's add a weighted normal. Weighted, okay, like this. Weighted normals, like this. Let's select everything that we need to add to a bevel. Maybe select everything and shift select the one that has the material, or sorry, the modifier. Control L, copy modifiers, and we need just to modify the modifier. This one might be because it's yeah, this one. Okay. This one, maybe I'm just going to remove that from it. And also that one and that one. So hold Alt. Yeah, very good. And let's select that and that. Maybe that one. That and that. Hold Alt. Make sure to hold Alt and Shift at the same time and play with this thing. Control A, apply all the transforms. Hold Alt again. Okay, to see if that bevel. Apply the transforms for all of these, because I forgot to do that, literally. Let's see that one. Yeah, this one looks good. Actually, that looks good. Now we need just the roofing to apply right down. we need just the roof. Yeah, at the moment we need just the roof and oh, arc. You forgot about the arc, so let's add an arc. Oh, we have some questions. Have you considered opening a community server on Discord or something? No, but if you like, guys, we can do that. Yeah, we can actually. I have a Discord, but a long time ago. I forgot if it's working or not. But if you like, we are going to add that. Yeah, I might work on that. If you can customize a Discord server and make it looks good, yeah, you can actually send me a message on Instagram and talk about that to make a good server so people can share their work. If they have some problems, we will try to fix it with them. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Yeah. Anyways, arc or arch. How to do that? And first, we have this one is not fully straight like this. It is opened, so I to inset and then E to extrude. Extrude it like this. So yeah, let's do the same for these two. Select that face, I to inset. And now, as you can see, if I scale on the x-axis, all of them or both of them scaling toward the middle. And that's wrong. We need to do an individual origins. So pivot point, individual origins. And as you can see, that looks better. That's miles away better. This one is in the middle. This one is not in the middle. This one is a bit weird. This one not. Okay. Yeah, that looks close. Yeah, that looks good. Let's select them both again. Oh, sorry. I just moved that by mistake. Now it's good. Select that. Perfect. Perfect. Let's select them both again. And let's extrude it up tiny bit. Yeah, that looks good. We can create a little arch for these two, but let's determine how we are going to achieve that. Let's select both of these pillars and select this face, shift select this face, shift S cursor selected, and again pivot points is to the medium point, and shift A and add circle mesh. Tap to go to edit mode and rotate it 90 degrees. Let's go to the front view and let's move this down, and let's see how we can achieve that arch. It is something like this. Yeah, let's go to the vertex selection mode and delete these vertices. We can actually delete this one, and maybe let's delete also these. Anyways, sorry, sneezing. Anyways, this one, what I'm going to do is to E to extrude, right click, S, X, and as you can see, we are going to extrude it like this. A to select everything, and G, Y, and move it to a side. Now, let's add the 3D cursor to the top of that thing. Let's select that, E to extrude, Z0, wait, SZ0. Oh, pivot point sets to the 3D cursor. SZ0. Good. E, right click, SZ0. Yep. select these two vertices, move them a tiny bit up, and F to fill these two. So let's count how many vertices we have. We have 11. So let's add 11 loops. Let's open that. Let's do 11. And I want to press F to fill that. Select all of these. F to fill, because this is going to be a quad thing. Let's press F and let's fill it. Like this. That looks good. We can even move that up if we like. And move this one down if we like. Let's make it go through a little bit. And A to select everything in edit mode. E to extrude and extrude along the y-axis. Actually, you need to go to the top view to determine the width that you like. Like this. Right click, shade smooth. And we need to add a weighted normal. Weighted normal. And there is a problem happening. Oh, Shift N, recalculate normals. Wait, what is the problem? They're behaving weirdly. Let's add a loop cut. Let's add some loop cuts. Let's add some loop cuts right here. Oh, we need to add a bevel. Let's add a bevel first. Bevel. Let's add it before the weighted normals. That will fix. No. What is the point? What is the problem? Let's figure out what is the problem. It's just a tiny bit. It's not a full problem actually. Yeah. It's not an actual problem at this point. So anyways, it's a beautiful arch. Let's dissolve these edges. And that, yeah, that holds better. That holds better, miles away better. We can actually remove these. And it will hold. Yeah, still holds. Pretty good. Damn boy. I don't really have an Instagram account, but if you want, I can help you set up the server once you reactivate your Discord account again, I guess. Yeah, I will do that definitely. I will ask in the community page in YouTube. Yeah, I will definitely do that. I will reactivate it. Yeah. And thanks for the advice. That's good. Now we have achieved. Oh, it's a bit narrow. It's not that big, so that's why. What are you doing? Pivot point, yeah, pivot point, medium point. This quick menu, it's a good add-on. Let's go to the add-ons tab and show you. Quick menu. Quick menu. Why it's not showing? But I have it. I have it. Trust me. Menu. Wait. Why the add-on is working is not available? Buy menu. I believe this is the one. Why it's not working? Buy menu. How is that even possible? Trust me. I have the add-on. I don't know. It's quick menu. It's quick menu. Let's search for that. Quick menu. Trust me, it is that. Where is it? They removed it? This is the one I believe, not editor switcher. No, not that one. It is similar to that. It's called quick menu. It is in my disk. Key ops. No, not that. Oh, that's cool add-on actually. Ah, it supports just 4.2. That looks good. There is some quick menu. This is not the one that I have, but that looks good. Oh, cool. This is cool. Anyways, let's go back. SY. Let's make it narrow. We probably need to make it tall. Yep, we need to make it tall. Because right now it's clipping, but it's not the way I want it. So GZ and move it up. Yep, like this. We can actually add we can actually let's unselect these faces and select just the side faces, and you can press I to inset, and you can create a little pattern. Alt A, extrude faces along normals. We can extrude outward instead, and look at that. We can actually make something right here. We can hold control like this. We can do an I inset. We can do 2 loop cuts. Control B. And we can select wait. And let's select from here to here. Hold shift, select that, and do that like this. And you can Alt A, extrude manifold, and that's a good addition to that thing. Could be like this. Yeah, it could be like that. And let's add this arch to these little ones. So Shift D, duplicate it, go to edit mode, select everything. Maybe first we need to add in this one in the middle, and Shift S in the middle, and then move it up. And tap to go to edit mode and scale it like this to make it small. Scale on Z axis to make it match up the size of that really. And move it up slightly. And scale it to make it narrow. Yep, something like this. That looks good. Yeah, that looks absolutely good. And let's Alt D or Shift D actually. We don't need to do Alt D at the moment. Yep, looks good. Looks a good arch. So let's save. I forgot to save. Forgot to save. You forgot to save. We saved it. Oh, wait. Good. I'm going to import my little thing. Yeah, let's import my little roof. Let's press slash. Little roof, where are you? This is our little roof. Our little roof is inside. Where is that? Roof tiles. Let's select the whole collection actually. Yeah, it's the same. Shift D. And let's please move you. Little roof. Let's name it little roof. Who cares? And this is it. Select that and select all of these. And slash. Very good. Let's select the roof. And I'm going to do some modifications to that roof. Holy boy, we need to do slight modifications to look like this, because right now it is different than this one, and this one is a bit easy to do, to achieve actually. So let's select that. Boom. Bye bye. 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 Let's delete all of these. Oh, sorry, not you. You, please. And you, and you, and you, and you. Can we select you guys, please? We can. So let's select all of you and move you aside, please. And I'm really interested in you. What are you? What is that? This is something interesting. Let's remove it. Very good. We are going to deform it so it's looking like this. Almost. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what is the middle of you? So this is the middle. So let's add our 3D cursor like in the middle, like this. And let's add a cube. Finally, we are going to use a cube. So let's go to the front view. And let me zoom in a little bit on you. Please, thank you so much. We have something right here. I'm not fully sure how to fix that. And we have a wood that's supporting that thing that goes like this. We will see how to do that in a moment. Oh, so let's go and say this is wood piece. Forget my writing, because I forgot each time I do something, I forgot about it. So yeah, that holds the roof. Okay, wood piece. Okay, that's good. So edit mode, and we are going to scale it to fit that size. You can actually hold control for that. I'm just going to delete this one. I don't need it. Yeah, just delete it. And let's move this up slightly like this, and move it down slightly like this. And it's better to move it backward. So let's move it back. Select you guys, and like this. Perfect. Are you guys away? Yep. They're a bit bigger like this. And if I could select that face and move it outward a little bit, that's good, that's better. And let's see, we are going to extrude and make this curvy thing. So let's E to extrude, or not to extrude. Give me a second to think. Yeah, I'm going to select these edges. Okay, let's select these two edges. E to extrude, right click, S, X, and scale it about this size. And now you can select these faces. Yeah, let's go to the front view. E to extrude, and extrude about this big. And I'm going to select these, Shift Z, so you can select the behind vertices. And I'm going to do GZ and move it up. I'm going to add a loop cut in the middle. And I'm going to move this one down a little bit. you can see we're doing that thing. When we are going to, like, actually we can select these two and move them up slightly. As you can see, these a bit extruded outward, so we can Alt E, extrude. Okay, not you, and probably not you. Select you back. Alt A, extrude faces along normals, and extrude outward, like so. Make sure there is no negative values right here, so it's not going inside. And probably fill this face while you are here. So fill, and go back right here, and do a fill. Yeah. And this is a lot smoother, as you can see. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that. Give me a second to think about it, how I'm going to achieve that thing. We can scale back to the X, move up, and we can add a loop cut actually, and we can move it down a little bit. We can select these and make them bigger. Easy. Can select that one, and we can select these, scale them along the x-axis, and move them along the z-axis, something like this. And what I can do, I can make it thinner a little bit, like this. Yeah, that looks good. And I can do a bevel for that. We can do a bevel like this, and we can select that and that and do a bevel, small bevel also. Let's see if that fixes the issue that we have. Can we select that and select that, sorry, that, and do a bevel like so. And we have an ingon. Oh, who cares about it? No one. We can do a bevel right here. As you can see, that will create an ingon, not an ingon, a triangle. That will cause a lot of issues. A6 everything and merge by distance, just to check if we have some weird ingons. And I'm going to add a bevel, because bevels makes everything looks cool. And as you can see, that's already cool. Lattice, yeah, we are going to use lattice to deform it. Lattice is a good thing to deform these things. Yeah. And bevel is almost good. And as you can see, let's create a little triangle, which is good at this point. We can't. Can we do arc? No, arc will not work. So sharp. Patch, there is patch, but that patch, but inner. That's weird. No, 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 no. Please, sharp. Stay sharp. Grid fill, that looks good. And we don't need just one segment is good actually, and you can shade auto smooth it at this point. And that looks good. And I'm just going to add similar one to that, which is basically, let's add a loop cut right here. And let's select this one, Shift D, and let's dissolve this edge. A6 everything and P and separate by loose parts. And let's select you, boy. And let's go to top view. Let's rotate that on the Z. Let's rotate Z 90. SY -1, just to flip it to the other side. And let's see how big it is. It is too big. That means I'm going just to move it right here. And actually, let's move its origin to the center of mass. Let's move it down. Yep. I'm just going to make it tall a little bit, like this. And probably it's way, 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 way high. Yep. I'm just going to add it. Yeah, let's add it between these two, like this. And let's add it like this. Can we fill that other faces? So F to fill them. I know it's Ingon, but who cares? It filled and it looks good. Can we? Yeah, let's remove it actually. Yeah, for the sake of topology. Yep, make it go through. And make it go through that also. And we are going to shift D that S, and before S, pivot point, say 3D cursor, S, X minus 1, to flip it to the other side and recalculate its normals. Let's make sure the normals are good. Everything is blue, everything is happy, nothing is red. And now it's the hard part to make them look good. And I'm a bit, yeah, let me grab a bit of water. So, yeah, give me a second, guys, and have fun talking to each other. And we are back. Oh my days. I don't know how these people make lives for 24 hours. It's just an hour and a half, and I'm tired. Oh my. Now, let's make a copy of that. And probably move it to a backup collection. And yeah, backup. Let's move it to the backup. Select these. Before moving it to the backup, just stay right there. Select these. And before joining them, let me apply the bevel. Let's give it some geometry. So it's going to deform well. Yeah, like this. Very good. Select everything right now. Make sure you are selecting everything and then Control J. Oh, we have a problem. We haven't applied some of the modifiers. So hold Alt, click, apply, yep. Click, apply, yep. That didn't apply to all of these for some reason. Maybe they are not the same thing. Let's redo that again. Hold Alt, apply, yep. No, why? Maybe I'm going to convert all of them to meshes. That will be quick. So let's convert to mesh. Yeah, that's quicker. Let's do that for the other ones. These are real geometry. This one has solidify. White has a solidify. Oh, look at that. I'm going to remove that solidify. Or maybe I'm going to... let's apply it with its own solidify. We might fix it later. Who cares? Let's select all of these. Right click and convert to mesh. Are you sure? Yep, I'm sure. These things, why? Oh, they have mirror. Okay. Let's... This is weird. Anyways, let's go. Convert mesh. Are we done? Let's hope. Control J. Yay, they're joined. Now let's move their origin to the geometry. Let's see. No. This is the center of mass. No. Why? The other thing? Oh, the pivot point is in. Now it's behaving weirdly. Still, wait. Center of mass. Let's go back to the geometry. Wait, what? Now? Yeah, now it's good. Now it's good. We need to deform it. First, let's move it to here. And look at that. It's already fitting. And let's move it up. Go to side. Select that. Look at that. That's already looking good. I'm just going to make it big a little bit. A tiny bit. And Shift A or Shift S first. Cursor selected. Shift A and add a lattice. And let's scale this lattice a little bit big. Scale on the x-axis so it's fitting our object. Scale it a bit bigger. Go to top view and scale it on the y-axis so it's fitting. Really good. Are we done? Good. And this lattice needs to be high resolution. Not high, but you know. Let's increase these to 3 control points. Let's do 2 control points. And for the other one, I believe no control point. That's enough. And let's go to the object, select it, go to the modifiers tab, and add a lattice. Are you guys ready to enjoy the lattice? Tell me in the comments. Okay, select it. And obviously you have attributes. You can assign attributes and you have the influence, which is good at this point because we are just going to deform. This lattice controls everything. Look at that. If I move this one, look at that. It's dancing. Look at that. That looks good. So fewer control points is better. You don't need mess. Okay, so let's go to that. And first you can we can move this one down, or let's select all of them. Um, and that's going to be hard a little bit. Trust me, it's going to be hard at first, but we will go through that. Uh, that's not looking good. Oh, maybe go back in time, go back in time. We need more. We need more control points. Add more, yeah. 6 is enough. Actually, no, go back. Let's see now. Oh, I know what's the problem right now. I know what's the problem. I know what's the problem. I know. I should have separated that and moved that to an angle and then joining them before adding the lattice. That could be better. Let's remove the lattice. Tap to go to edit mode. L, P, separate by selection. Good. Select that and rotate this one to this angle. Okay. And then and move that down to this angle. Rotate more. Rotate more. Yeah. And move this to this side. And now, if you select them both and join them, that will work. And then you can do the lattice. Just rotate it a little bit and make it fit. Nice. Got top view. Scale a bit more. Yep. Yeah, like this. That looks good. Enough. Yeah, enough. Select that. And oh, wait. Let's select that L and also L. Control I, H to hide. Let's go to the right view. Let me see. This thing shouldn't be right here. Hmm. Go back. Uh, yeah, just leave as is. Who cares? Maybe I'm going to enable proportional editing at this point. So let's enable the proportional editing and move this like this, or rotate like this. Yeah, that looks better. And now let's select A to select everything and Alt H to unhide. And now let's add lattice back and select our lattice. Yeah, that's perfect now. And now we can select these and these and move them up So it is in an angle like that. And you can select these, and these, and move them back or down like this. And you can select these and these. I hope I'm selecting everything. And you can move them like so. I know it's looking weird, but it is. Yeah, basically it is. Now you can select both, and we made another mistake. We shouldn't be. Let's do it. Heck yeah, let's do it. Anyways, let's select these. Shift S. Wait. You guys. Shift S. Cursor selected. Now select everything. This one and this one. And Shift D. Pivot point sets to the 3D cursor. And RZ 180 degrees. That will flip it to the other side, which is perfectly in sync. Unless we just move this one down a little bit. Yep. Actually, that looks good. Yeah. If we just turn up the overlays, that looks good. Tell me in the comments if that looks good, or, you know, if there is someone actually watching. I don't know. Anyways, that looks good. Yeah. Let's leave it as is. Select these two both, and we start just duplicating and moving. That's all. Now, let's do a Shift D. Let's go to the front view. Are we in the front view? Yeah, we are. We are in front view. Start with the right one. Why not? Scale it down. Make sure the pivot point is to the medium point, and then scale down. Scale up. Scale down. And move in. Move it to a side. And these ones are looking a bit. Yep. Maybe I'm going to select that and move it aside. Move it aside like this. That's almost looking good. It's already looking good, yeah. This one also, we are going to move it aside. I'm just going to select these. Make sure you select these. Shift D and move it also to a side. I'm just going to make sure the scaling is right, it's fitting. Maybe not fitting that well. Now it's fitting well. Let's go to the other view. Yep, this one. And yep, like this. That looks good. We can actually delete these and just duplicate this one because it's good, looking good. It's enough, fine. And Shift D, X, and hold Control to move it like this. Maybe a bit more close, like this. And I'm going to add a wall that will separate these, or connect, sorry. Control S first to save. And we are going to connect these two together. We are going to connect them with a wall. So let's select this wall. because this looks good. Or the pillar itself, we can Shift D, duplicate it. RZ 180 degrees. Oh wait, RZ 90 degrees instead of 100. And we can tap into edit mode, select everything, and versus turn off the proportional editing, and scale this, make it narrow. And then we are just going to move it to a side where these two both are connected. And as you can see, first go back to edit mode, select these, GZ, and move it down. And that looks absolutely good. Shift D that and move it to a side like this. So that's looking good. Yeah, that looks good to me. What do you think? Yeah, I'm just going to add the other, pictures, and I'm going to search this one. Yeah, we can, yeah, why not? Let's create this one. This one is a bit easy. Let's do that. Let's focus on it, because someone actually said, yeah, let's make it. Let's select these two both. Shift S, cursor selected. Okay, let's hide this a little bit. Oh, make sure I don't know. Big door. Oh, now we're getting. Okay, let's create a new collection. Let's call it window. Sorry, no. Window. Because someone said it's window, so let's add a window. Window collection. And let's hide this one for now. And let's add plane. And we are going to figure out how to do that. Let's go to edit mode and move this up so it's fitting, and scale it so it's fitting correctly. Scale it to, or move it actually to here. That looks good. And I'm going to move it in front of me. And let's add the 3D cursor right there. And to create this window, this type of window, let's think of a circle. And this circle should have how many vertices actually first? Let's delete that. Shift A, circle. So how many circles do we need? So look, 24 is perfect. Yeah, 24 is perfect. So let's do 24. And we are going to scale this and move it up until right down, scale it down, and we are going to just delete this half like this, and select these two, E to extrude, and extrude down like this, and F to fill it. And let's count. Actually, we don't need to count. Anyways, let's select this one, P, separate by selection, and let's select it back, and let's select everything by pressing A. We can right click and do an offset edge, offset, and offset inward, not outward. And that's a good offset. Let's add more to that offset. Yeah, that looks good. And you can select that and that, that and that, press F to fill, and that's the face. And you can select just this edge, and you can hold F, and as you can see, it does created that for us. You can select this edge now and basically Shift D, and you can scale it down, and just adjust it. We can create a new circle. New circle. So sorry, new circle. Right now, yeah, 24 is good. RZ or RX 90 degrees. Like this. And let's move it up. Yeah, that looks good. Select these and delete them. Actually, select these and delete them. Oh, right here I did a mistake, I believe. I deleted the wrong vertices. So let's go back in time. If we could go back in time. Can we? Yep, we can. Just select these and delete them. And now we can easy and like this, F, and let's select that. P, separate by selection, the same stuff, usual things. Yep. Yep, that looks good. GZ and move it up. That's almost looking good. Delete that, and Z, and like this. F to fill it, A to select these, not A, just select them, and offset inwards. That looks good. Hold Alt and select these, right click, and bridge edge loops. That will fill these edge loops basically. Now you can select everything and you can extrude that, E to extrude, and extrude outward. And voila! We created that thing that you were asking about. No commentos. People not asking, that's good. Not good, not good. We need people to comment. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We need 3 loop cuts, so let's add 3 loop cuts. And actually, these loop cuts are not loop cuts. These are the way this wall is behaving. If we just go to a side view, this wall is behaving like this. It is going like that, and we need to delete these. And we need to shift D that on the Z axis. And you can do shift R like this. I forgot how to change that. Oh, Z. Anyways, this is the way that this wall behaving. Look at that. This wall is behaving like this. If I could select these again, select them. Look, this wall is behaving like that. I need just these to go down. If they could, please, thank you. So this is how the wall is looking actually. It's looking like this. And it's filled with mesh. You can select these and bridge edge loops. Yep. Can we? We can't. Why we can't? We can. Why not? Yeah. Shift R. Shift R. Yeah, basically that's it. That's how this wall is made. And you can shift N to recalculate the normals. Shift N. Why our normals are not looking good? Shade flat. That's looking good. And this one is filled with something. Let's fill them, why not? Have to fill. Select that other one. Have to fill. And if you move this one back, oh, why it's heavy? Oh, snapping. Yeah, look at that. That looks good. Don't worry about this issue. This is not an issue. This is caused by the cavity. The cavity sometimes do weird things. What? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not the cavity, it's something. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Mistakes happens. This face is... This face, where is it? Delete face. Oh, like this. It was clipping. Anyways. Now we're good. Yep. And like that, it should be fixed. This one should be... GY again? Yeah. Should be like this. Should be like this. And you can, right now, let's join these right now. Okay. And let's copy this gate, this whole gate with its own stuff. With everything. Shift D and move it aside. Let's select this one right now. Go to the front view and let's move it to fill in this empty area. And let's move it back. Okay, like this. Okay. And we should actually select the contour of that object with that and that. And we extrude on the y-axis and we fill that face. Basically, that's how it's being done. Oh yeah. Again, you forgot to do what you should do. Go back in time. Select that also. And Ctrl J to join. Okay, let's select it. Good. And let's move it back. Okay, GY again. And let's select the contour again. Select that. And that. Oh, not you. You. E to extrude, Y, and SY0. And then F to fill. Yep. That's how we can do that. Oh, look at that. The pillar or the archway is looking the same as this one. That looks good. Shift D, X, and you can hold Shift actually. Oh, my pinky is hurting me because I used the Shift a lot. G, X, and that looks good. We might be out. We might be just a little bit tall. Yeah, we might be just a little bit tall. Let's move this one. So it's touching the ground. And you, where is that's CO GY plus. So we are touching the ground, and basically that's our two big doors, and we just missing the archway. Do we need to create it? Absolutely yes, but are we going to do that now? I don't know. If you want, we are going to do that. If you don't know, if you don't want. What? Hello, what are you doing? What I'm doing? I'm modeling these things. Let's make some assets for something, okay? Uh, just working while listening to a stream. The stream, yeah, that's good. That's good. Work. Do the work. On my days, that what are you saying? This sahur thing, tong sahur. I know that thing. What are you doing? Yeah, we are creating these things. Man, please stop. MVP, please. So I'm creating these assets. There will be a whole pack of these things. Literally. I might be hacked. What? My PC is doing something weird. Anyways, I'm creating these things that will be inside of a pack filled with all of the kinds of assets that you might need to create your anime inspired things, okay, or concept art, something, you know, it's up to you, and we are doing that literally. And yeah, it looks good. I'm doing well. Now let's see how I can achieve that. It should be easy. It should be easy. I know how to create these things, but let's try. Since we have, let's save, because I forgot to save. Since we have this one, let's shift D and move aside, be separate by selection. And as you can see, that looks good. Or maybe not looking good. It's not looking good. Let's create a new circle with 32 vertices at this time. 32. Because this is a big object, that means you need... what I did? Oh yeah. Anyways, weird things happen. Yeah, something like this. Or maybe like this. And then you delete these and then do the same thing as we did with that door. Literally, that's the same technique. And you extrude until you reach this point, and you add some loop cuts. 5 loop cuts. 5. That looks good. And now what we are going to do, we are going to do an offset. Okay, select everything and then go to the edge selection mode, and let's offset it outside this time, not inside, and offset it like this. And you can select these both and bridge edge loops. Okay, that looks good. And now you can extrude this. Okay. And oh, we have commentos. Titrix. I love how you go through Meti something that I can't pronounce, you know, and explaining your tout process. Currently learning how to animate, and your channel is Hidden Gem Pro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to teach you guys these things. Yeah. And actually I'm making tutorials for beginners. That's why I'm explaining everything and going through everything. And I hope you join and enjoy my tutorials. Yeah. Now, this arch, or yeah, we call it arch, maybe. We can do something really interesting. Let's add a loop cut right there. Let's select that just that. Hold control. You can select this edge and hold control and select the other edge in the other side, and it will select everything without doing the alt thing, and it's a bit tedious. Now we are going to do bevel with custom shapes. So Control B and add as many as you like. And as you can see, the bevel is going through. So click C, so it's clipping. Okay, that's good. And here, as you can see, if you can see in this menu, I hope that you can see. You can see there is the shape. This is interesting. And you have this profile type. You can do custom. And as you can see, this thing turned flat, but you have some of the presets. Okay, give me a second. Okay, back. So as you can see, we have some presets, and these presets create these things. Let's see. And we have this one. This one is good. And we can actually create our own by manipulating these vertices, but look, this one is already looking like a pillar, and it's amazing. Do we do that in that side and the other side? Well, maybe. Well, yeah. Yeah, that absolutely looks good. And I want to create that base. I'm just going to duplicate it from this one and move it to this one. Basically, yeah. Select that pillar and go to the vertex selection mode, Shift Z, select that, Shift D, and move it to a side, like this, and P, separate by selection. That way, I can create this one. So, select it, and SY, sorry, what I did, Control Z, SY, hold Control, make it like this, and SX, and make it thick, like this. Or maybe that's too thick. Instead of scaling that, wait, we can actually move vertices. So G, Y, and move this. And select that, G, Y, and move this. Like that. And we can select these vertices, and these vertices, and G, X, and do that. Maybe more, a bit more. And we can fill in this area. F to fill. So this is a base. Oh, we have commentos. I keep saying commentos. Hello, brother. Subhan Kumar. Welcome, welcome, man. As you can see, as you can see, what as you can see? Yeah. As you can see, we can G, X, and move this to the side. Like this. That looks good. And we need, what we need? Yeah, we can, wait. We can select that. Hold Alt and select the other one. And we can Alt E and extrude edges. And we can do Alt S. And we can do like this. Basically, that looks insanely good. And what we can do also, let's do Shift Z. And let's deselect these. Okay, don't worry about this one. I'm going to fix it later. Let's select these ones, SZ0, to flatten it out, and then GZ and move it up like this. You know, don't worry. Select that. Select all of these actually, and all of these, GZ. And what we are going to do, GZ, or actually GB, select that, hold Z, and select that. Look at that. Fixed. We can align these with each other's. GZ, align this. GZ, align this. GZ, align this. GZ, align this. Does that looks good? Yeah, I believe. Shift and recalculate normals. We can add weighted normals if we want to. So let's add weighted just to fix that issue. Play with the angle a little bit. I believe why it's not fixed. Look at that. They are stretching, man. I'm going to enable my knife tool with K. Select that. Press AC. Click. Cut through. And now let's remove this edge. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Wait. Can we add a loop cut? Let's add some loop cuts that will hold a bit of our problem. And like really. This is a bit weird. Can we fix that? How we can fix that actually? How can we fix that issue? Let's delete these vertices, delete these, delete these. I need to think of how I can fix that. I need to think of how to fix that issue. I believe this is the best way to do that. Yeah. Alt E. Oh wait, right click. Offset. Extrude. Let's do that. And let's increase the width. I believe that could work. That is working, but it's given it's a bit weird. Let's select all of these SY0 to flatten them. Make sure they are flattened. And shift and recalculate normals. Yeah, that looks good. Now that looks good. We have fixed a bit of our issue. We fixed it a bit. Yeah, we have fixed that. Can we flip that to the other side? Let's select that, shift select that, shift S, select that, pivot point, 3D cursor, shift D, RZ 180 degrees, and it is copy to the other side. Perfect. And select that, Control I, invert the selection, shift D, GY, P separate by selection, and GX or GY, sorry, again. Go to the front view, scale it down. Since it's scaled, we can just move it up. And we can move it aside like this. Can we scale it along the x-axis so it's narrow a little bit? Yep, we can do that. Look at that, we have doubled gate. Maybe that's too big for a gate. Wait. Let's scale this up. Now we're talking. GZ, move it up quite a bit, like this. And let's select that, That's too much. Alt S and Alt S. Why Alt S not working? Maybe there's an issue with that. Now it's doing good. And we can fix that. We can fix that. Scale it just a little bit. Let's do that again. Yeah, let's do that again. Control I, Shift D, scale it down. GZ, maybe scale it up a little bit. GZ, scale it up again. Scale it up like that. And wait, P separate by section. Select it and E like that. And voila, yeah, that works. That works. And let's move it aside because we want it to be doubled gate. Let's select these. Not you guys. Not you, man. Not you. Not you. SZ0. Oh, wait. Medium point, please. SZ0. GZ. Move it up. And scale it a little bit like this so it fits. That's a bit better. SX0, flatten these. And SX0, flatten these. Holy, that looks good. That looks absolutely good. Do we need to flip that? Oh. That's another thing to ask about. You asked about the wrong question. Let's select these. Man, you created for yourself an issue. Anyways, let's select these. Shift S, cursor selected, and select this one. Shift D, S Y -1. Does that flip to the other side? Yay! It flipped. Good. 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 You asked for the good question. And now we have created a filled something. Something filled with something. Yep. That looks absolutely right to me. And that shouldn't be right here. That should be in the other building, not this one. Not you, sorry. GX and move it for you. We want it for you, man. And look at that. You're having fun. And look at that. It's matching really well. Look at that. Maybe you guys need to be shade smooth with angle. And you, man, to be shaded smooth with angle. And look at that. That looks amazing. You forgot about you. So let's do that with you too. Look at that. Control S, save our progress. Look at that. Look at that. Maybe these ones that needs to be also to be shaded smooth as angle. Maybe they are not filled correctly. Or just the shading. Ah, yeah. Just the shading. Nothing else. Are we cooking or not? Are we cooking? We are cooking. And it's been 2 hours. And we did a good job in these 2 hours. And look at that. Oh, we might not be doing good. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. select these, select these, select these, select these. Right click and pivot points, individual origins, and move up a slight amount. Maybe a bit more. And that looks absolutely amazing. Look at that. Isn't it good? Let's go to the right view actually. Oh, I did mistake. Select all of these um, lattices. Yeah, let's call them lattices. You can't go to edit mode for this lattice. Oh, we need to select one by one. Oh my days. Yeah, just move it down, slight amount. Shift R. You can't do Shift R. Can't do Shift R. Man. GZ. Okay. Move by 2 units. Move by 2 units. Okay, got it. GZ. Wait. Go to here. 2 units. Select you. Go to the right that. 2 units. Remember, 2 units. Good. Good. Fixed. Ctrl S, save. Are we looking good? We absolutely looking good. And maybe just these bigger ones needs to be a bit bigger. From a, or not a bit bigger, just a bit above the building. Just like this. And look at that. Save. Oh, man. That took some work. Absolutely took some work. It's little 2 hours. You crafted amazing gate. I'm glad I finally was able to see you live. Yeah. Yeah. I am rarely actually doing live streams, but when I do live stream, I create something really cool. Not every time, but you know, just this time. And yeah, let's shade this one smooth by angle. Maybe shade smooth, just normal shade smooth. Yep, and just leave it like this. Looks good. And thank you guys for watching this live stream. It was so kind of you to watch me doing something crazy like what I do, like literally. And if you don't watch my tutorial, this tutorial about this scene, go watch it or wait until May 13, where you will get a free 50 discount on my membership on Patreon, where you will have all of these assets that I'm crafting right now. All of these assets will be right there for you guys to use, and they will be textured and everything looking good, looking fine. And as you can see, we started making these. Let's see how many how many months it took me to create these things. Go to view channel, go to the live streams. So how many months? It is about 3 months since I started making these things. And as you can see, each live stream, we created candles, we created a tatami room, we created something here. and we created that thing. Yeah, so many stuff throughout this these 3 months. Yeah, took me ages to do that. And yeah, well, see you again soon with another live. I hope you enjoyed it.